Hey, so today we're going to be playing Nancy Drew, Danger on Deception Island, which is one of my favorites, mostly just for the vibe, but also because there's crabs. I know way too much about crabs. And by way too much, I mean I know how to rip them apart and eat them. But anyway, let's go.
Welcome to my latest case, Danger on Deception Island. To learn how to play, choose Gameplay Overview. When you're ready to start the game, choose either Junior or Senior Detective.
I'm choosing Junior Detective because ain't nobody got time for Senior Detective.
Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island, one of the San Juan Islands off the coast of Washington State. George's friend, Katie Firestone, is expecting me. Katie's a marine biologist who's doing research into deep water parasitic growth. She also owns a whale watching boat and takes tours out practically every day. I should be excited, but for some reason I feel on edge, like something's out of whack. Maybe it's because George and Beth arranged this little vacation for me, and sometimes their plans don't work out so well. Or maybe it's because we're about to dock at a place called Snake Horse Harbor. Kind of a creepy name for a town, don't you think? Or maybe it's because I haven't been on vacation for so long that I've forgotten how to relax. Anyway, we're here. It's not raining, but it's not sunny either. It's just kind of gray. Maybe that's why I feel so strange. Every year's, Nancy.
I think you feel so strange, Nancy, because you are strange. But let's explore Snake Horse.
Katie?
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm Katie Firestone. Come on, I'll take you down to the boat. Great timing, huh? I just got back from getting some groceries. George could not have picked a better time to arrange for you to come out here. Just last week, this orca showed up in the channel, and now it... Oh my gosh, what happened? Someone tore the place apart. The engine's a mess, parts are missing, others are damaged. Why would somebody do this?
I don't know, Katie. Did you do something shady?
Are you gonna be able to fix it?
I better be able to. I can't afford to pay someone else to do it, and if I end up having to replace a lot of parts, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We better call the sheriff.
Actually, I'd rather not get the sheriff involved. The insurance company would raise my rates, and I just can't afford that. Besides, I've got my very own private detective now. You.
I feel used. I'm here on vacation, lady. Like, I know I'm sleeping in your bed. Well, not your bed, because, well, Nancy hasn't come out as a lesbian yet. But I'm sleeping in your boat. You're using me on my vacation.
Are you sure you don't want to call somebody?
Look, you're on vacation. Just go relax. Or bike into town, or take my kayak out. It's at the end of the dock. Just always wear your life jacket. And don't go past the channel markers. And if the fog starts coming in, head to shore fast. The fog we get around here is as thick as cotton. And never go out without a GPS. That's a global positioning system. Mine's somewhere around here. Anyway, your bunk's the empty one below. Why don't you go unpack? Need any help?
Nope, I'm all unpacked.
Okay, well, now that I'm all unpacked, let's explore. Here is where you make fantastic sandwiches with ingredients such as jellyfish. Because, you know...
It won't be much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
I don't care.
It won't be much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
Apparently, you can't.
It won't be much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
Put some jelly in it then. There, have a jelly sandwich. Eat it.
Mm-hmm.
If you eat the jellyfish, you die though. Well, you don't die. You just call Bess and complain about your stomach and then make hurling noises. We'll do that later, but right now, I'm gonna explore the boat. While Katie does something.
Uh-oh. Katie's GPS doesn't look so hot.
I don't think it would look hot if the screen wasn't cracked, but any younger people that may watch this is what GPSs used to be like before we had our fancy-ass smartphones. Take it in. Enjoy it. Enjoy the mental image of older people you know carrying 5 separate devices in their pockets and backpack. Just to get what we get on our phones now.
This note wasn't here before, was it?
No, whoever messed up my boat must have written it.
Who messed up your boat, Katie? Do
You know, Nancy, for what it's worth, I shot my mouth off pretty good at the town meeting last night.
Really? You couldn't have told me this sooner when you're acting all shocked that your boat was attacked?
What do you mean?
This orca, this killer whale, showed up in the channel about a week ago and has been hanging around here ever since all by itself. She was getting way too close to boats, so I called the National Marines Fisheries Service. They made some recordings and did some tests and are analyzing them. In the meantime, they ordered all boats to stay at least 300 feet away from her or risk paying a $1,000 fine. That's what the meeting last night was about.
I take it not everyone agrees?
The people that fish for a living sure don't. They're steering clear of the whale by taking the long way around the island to get out to sea, which costs them time and fuel. Some people say she should be captured and towed out to sea.
And what do you say?
I agree with the no-boat zone. I also think that if she's found to be sick, she should be shipped to a research facility for treatment, not returned to her pod. I said as
agree.
much last night, only much more strongly.
Did you use swear words, Katie? Did you yell at the people? You know you shouldn't do that. You're not in charge.
I'm afraid whoever tore up your boat also wrecked your GPS device.
Oh no. It'd be a shame for you not to go kayaking. I know. Bike to the Hot Kettle Cafe and see if Holt Scotto will let you borrow a GPS from him.
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Great. You be right there. While I go find someone I don't know and ask them for a favor. I don't know why Nancy thinks this is a perfectly normal thing to do. Like, oh yeah, I'll just go ask this random stranger if I can borrow their crap that's super expensive. So I can go kayaking. Because apparently, I don't know, Nancy is an adrenaline junkie. That's why she solves mysteries. She's just looking for the next exciting crap to get into. So we will go in here. The Hot Kettle Cafe. Hear that noise? All those people. There's no one. No one eating. Not at all. Because you can pour the whole place. And so all I can think is that, you know, the people that are talking are back there, but it's still really lame. And I'm just gonna guess that this old dude here, that's Scotto. Probably because he's got a little campaign badge right there.
Well, looks like Snake Horse Harbor's got itself a newcomer.
I'm visiting Katie Firestone. My name's Nancy Drew.
Well, now, why would you want to do a thing like that?
You don't make a good first impression. Because, I mean, you look like the Old Spice dude. But the Old Spice one. Like, before the dude who was on a horse. The traditional Old Spice man. You know, when Old Spice was for your grandpa and no one else. That's what you look like, and now you'd be in shape.
Call myself Nancy Drew? Or visit Katie Firestone?
Well, you're not one of them save the whale and heck with everybody else crusader types like she is, are you?
I haven't informed an opinion yet. I'm Nancy Drew. I don't know about whales.
I'm just here on vacation.
Her true colors came out real clear last night.
Dude, don't yell at me.
Us fishermen don't count. All that matters is rescuing that poor, precious orca out there. To heck with people trying to make a living. Of course, is the way she makes her living being hurt by that whale? Why, no. Her business is booming. Now, ain't that the oddest thing?
Do you not have any friends, so you need to just vent this to everyone? Because I'm willing to listen if you need someone, but I just met you. And this is crazy. Don't call me.
She's back at the boat right now trying to fix her engine. Somebody vandalized it.
She ticked off a lot of people last night. That's what she gets for being so meddlesome. Anyway, welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, home of Cadborosaurus. That's how this place got its name, you know.
Now, because I don't want to listen to Nancy butcher how to say Cadborosaurus, we're just gonna go with really?
Really?
Well, that's the sea monster Native Americans used to see out in the channel ever so often. Called it the snake horse. had the head of a horse and the body of a giant snake. People on Vancouver Island
That
started
doesn't
calling
seem
it
helpful.
Cadborosaurus after it or one of its relatives was seen a couple of times in Cadboro Bay. They call it Caddy for short.
Well, if it's got a nickname,
Is it a friendly
secretly
sea monster?
Back in the late 1800s, he took the rap for a lot of hoodoo around here. Fog would roll in at night, and men would just vanish. It was the snake horse, people would say. Little did they know.
you're just like really bitter about your entire life.
Why do you think they vanished?
Well, they'd been shanghaied. See, a bunch of establishments in town had secret panels built right into the walls. Guy'd be having a drink one minute, and next minute he'd be clobbered over the head, whisked into a secret passageway, and taken out to a ship waiting in the harbor. He'd wake up on the high seas and discover that if he wanted to survive, he'd better do what the captain ordered. No matter what he was before, he was now a sailor. It was a cheap way for captains to get crews back then, and an easy way for some of the town's citizens to make money.
Yes, but they didn't take just anyone, because there's no point in shanghaiing some, chair sitter. Why would you take a clerk? They would not be able to survive on that boat, and they would not have the muscle you need to do any of the tasks. So you're gonna Shanghai someone. You're gonna Shanghai someone who's a fisherman, or works the land or something, because they might not know how to do stuff, but they have the muscle to do stuff at least, which, takes longer to build than just telling a person, pull this rope, not this one.
Whoever trashed Katie's boat also ruined her GPS.
Oh, now that's a shame.
You're very rude, because that was sarcastic.
Thing is, I'd like to go kayaking while I'm here. Only I can't without a GPS.
Oh, now that really is a shame. Tell you what, I got a spare right here in my duffel. You know what else I got in my duffel?
Please don't tell me. I don't want to know what bodies you have in there.
Why am I getting the feeling I'm not going to like this?
This is a little seamanship quiz I whipped up. I'm thinking about making people pass it before they're allowed to rent any kind of watercraft once I become harbor master. Here.
I have to take a
The idea
seamanship
is to
quiz?
cut down on having to rescue people who got no business being out on the water in the first place. Trouble is, nobody's actually taken it yet. I need a guinea pig.
I'm sorry, no matter what you have on this test, idiots are still gonna be out there. It just happens.
You mean, if I take the quiz, you'll let me borrow the GPS?
If you pass the quiz, the GPS is yours. You'll need that container for the last question.
That sounds ominous. Luckily, I know it's just for crabs.
Did you say you were a fisherman?
4th generation. I've fished every ocean for just about every fish you can make money fishing for. Lived here for the last 11 years.
Are you retired?
Fishermen never retire, young lady. After all, what would we do? Go fishing? Only reason I'm not out there right now is because I've been in and out of campaign meetings since 8 this morning.
You're running for office?
I think it's high time people around here started doing what makes sense, instead of doing what's politically correct all the time. Harbor master we got now bends over backwards so far for the environmentalists, it's a wonder he can still walk upright.
I'm so glad these complaints about political correctness have existed since my childhood. No wonder they're ingrained.
See you around.
Watch out for Caddy.
You just told me Caddy wasn't real. Are you threatening to Shanghai me? Let's see what's on your test. The sun always sets in the west.
That looks right.
I have no idea what the fine is. $50. 50 0 0. Maybe.
Huh.
No. 500 0 0.
Huh.
Fine. I won't guess. Works.
Good.
The moon always rises in the east.
Yes!
I don't know Morse code offhand. This is the Big Dipper, but I bet it wants the real name.
Not.
No. Wait, is it the Little Dipper? Did I do it wrong?
Am I smart or what?
It is! My bad! I thought the North Star was part of the Big Dipper. I was so wrong. So glad Nancy knows. The Sue is a boat with at least 2 masts.
Very good.
I have no idea what knot it is. And I gotta bring a crab. Super. Now, because Nancy doesn't know how to look for crabs, even if I do, we're gonna see if there's any helpful literature right here. Dungeness crab. And see, the female has this big, like, abs, and the dude has tiny, not abs. So when you're eating them and like ripping them open, you pull this little part up and then you just like rip the crab open. Like all of your animal instincts deeply want you to sometimes. That's how we do it up here in Maryland. Okay. Grab the helmet so I don't die. Katie's boat. Because you know what's there? The computer with the fake internet that they provide you with. Look at this. It's so scenic. And we cannot walk around it. Look, lighthouse. Thank you, cat, for walking on my keyboard. I was gonna say screen, but that's not what he walked on. Go down here. Yeah, computer.
My trusty laptop. Good thing I recharged my batteries.
Do you not have power on this thing? What is powering the freaking refrigerator? No one knows. Okay. We don't even get to select what we... That was unnecessary.
Wrong.
Balls. I thought I remembered and wouldn't have to translate. I didn't want to. Morse code. Okay. Getting that down. Then gotta get this crappity crap down. Okay. Now. Oh.
Correct.
Really, dude? Gotta test me with that number? Not below. Okay. I don't need you anymore. Knot samples. What kind of Google searches are these? I would not have Googled knot samples. I would have been like, types of knots. Ah. It is fisherman's knot. Rude.
Perfect.
Seriously? It is a bend, apparently. I didn't know that was a thing. What is a bend?
That should do it.
I didn't learn knots in Girl Scouts. Okay, that's a lie. I did, but we used Twizzlers, so I didn't learn anything. Apparently this will not help me. The whole situation of the fine. Because then you know what the fine is. And I gotta get crab. How am I supposed to get crab if I can't go anywhere? Into the lighthouse. Katie, I hate you. But not Katie that might be listening. Hi, Katie Toe. We're going to the lighthouse. Yeah. Okay. Look, there's sand. Where there's sand, there might be crabs. You know.
Yuck. I'm not picking them up.
Why not? Just throw them back in the water. Throw them back.
These would be great for rock skip. I already have some rocks.
Why can't you just give me all the rocks? All of them. I want all of the rocks. I can't yet. Stop giving me this opportunity. Excuse me, I need some crabs. Crab! That's right. Hi, you scare me a little. I don't know why they scare me a little. Maybe it's just because, you know, they look like spiders. They're like sea spiders, but so are octopi. But octopi are smarter than spiders. Whale world? I don't know. Why do you have to stop at every place? You don't. You don't do that when you're on a bike ride. You just go. It's not like, oh, I recognize this place. I gotta stop. Nancy, you're killing me. Dude. Rude. Always gotta put a helmet on because otherwise Nancy dies. So weird.
You again?
I've got a male crab, I think.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Just ace the rest of the quiz and you'll be home free. I'll take care of the crab for you.
Why did you take my crab? I found it. I worked so hard at finding it. I really didn't. It was the first crab I found, so I don't
See
care.
you around.
Yo ho ho.
And a bottle of rum. That's
What can I get for you, Nancy?
Since we haven't met, there's only one way you could know my name.
On the day my Aunt Iris turned this place over to me, she said, Jenna, you're about to become a real good listener. And darned if she wasn't right.
So you own this cafe?
Aunt Iris left it to me 3 years ago. It's been in the Devlin family since the day it was built, which was back in like 1866 or something. So, you're visiting Katie Firestone. My condolences.
Does no one in this town like Katie? Why is she here?
Your condolences?
Me and her don't see eye to eye on a couple of things.
You mean like the whale?
That orca out there should be rejoined with her pod as soon as possible. Period. End of story. No matter what Miss Fancy Schmancy's science degree says. Other people may be bamboozled by all her talk of data charts and field tests and monitoring whatnots, but not me. The only thing she wants is to get that whale into an aquarium. It wouldn't surprise me if Katie's been secretly feeding it. Which is against the law, by the way. And you know what else? It wouldn't surprise me if she trashed her own boat, because she knew that after that meeting last night, everybody would assume that Holt did it and not want to vote for him. I got an idea. Let's change the subject.
You're very angry about life. Like, why is everyone in this town so pissed off? This whale cannot be causing that much
What do you know
problems.
about the Shanghaiing that used to go on around here?
It never went on, that's what I know. Shoving grown men into passageways and carting them off to ships never to be seen again? It's just a big, colorful, tall tale. Never happened.
There's literally tunnels that disagree with you, but I agree that it didn't happen as often as people think.
It's been fun talking to you.
Ain't that the truth?
No, it wasn't. It was not remotely a pleasure. And yet here I am, on my bicycle, going to Katie's place because I have no other, options. Because Whale World was closed. Let's talk to Katie again.
What's up?
Sounds like Holt Scotto was one of the people who didn't care for what you had to say last night.
He and I never see eye to eye. Now, if I were a fisherman, I'd be right as rain no matter what nonsense came out of my mouth. Fine harbor master he'd make.
I talked to Jenna Devlin when I was at the Hot Kettle.
What nasty rumor is she spreading about me today?
Do you two not like each other or something?
She doesn't like me, that's for sure.
Well, you're bitchy
she thinks
too.
I'm a know-it-all from the big city.
Because you act like one.
See you in a bit.
Be careful out there.
She was not helpful in answering my fine question.
Apparently our saboteur took all the books out of the drawer up here.
Must have been looking for something. Want me to put them away?
If you could put them back in the drawer for me, that would be awesome.
And now we have one of the classic puzzles. Put that thing back
what's the
where
best
it
way to
came
get
from,
all these in here
or
with no
so
space
help
left
me.
over?
Now with this, I'm honestly just kind of testing things out because, frankly, I don't know what else going on with this life. Then we stack this stuff. No, this should go here because that's the same height. Dude, move it over. Scoot. Yeah. Why is there space? Hate space being left over. Seriously. Because this needs some assistance. Needs to do something. This doesn't make any sense. I hate these puzzles. I forgot how much I did not like them. Because frankly, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with any of this. Good luck me. I'm trying to figure this crap out. Okay, it's gotta be this. It's gotta be. But then how do these things get in there? How? Because this doesn't work. Cat. Thank you. Sorry. I have a wonderful cat named Artemis who feels that he belongs here right by my computer. Which, you know, under normal circumstances would be fine. But under these, not as much. No idea what to do with this. Okay. Let's see about doing this. And this won't do anything. Nope. Heh. Maybe. Why do you do this to me? That will not fit. Just gonna stick shit in here for a minute. Is it? No. Yeah, this is not gonna work. These don't go on the bottom. They gotta go on the top. Something. I know it's a drawer. This isn't a bottom top thing, but it's also totally a bottom top thing. Okay. That works for some reason. So we're gonna see what else works here. That works. Let's go leave some space. Like, I don't understand. This one is just useless. It just disturbs everyone. Which is rude. Now? No. Artemis, I'm not available for pets right now. I know it's a struggle to understand, but I'm just not available. Dude, get in the drawer. Right there. Sit. Go over there. Are you gonna fit? I wanna cry. It's gonna work. Yeah! What up, party people?
Okay if I use your microscope?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna do science. Not really. 'Cause I don't feel like it. Bye. Okay. And I think here we're gonna take a break. We're gonna save the game here. Yes, I do. And hit the menu again. Window.